Oh, hi. Today is day 8 of Tour de Fleece. I had previously planned to do content around Tour de Fleece, and then today is a day that I had scheduled a craft fair that I was participating in slash vending at, and I did not have the beans. That's my word for like spoons or like energy units. So I did not have the beans to actually vlog about Tour de Fleece the first week because I was saving them all up for today and vending and selling things that I've made in person. So I did not record anything leading up to today, which again is day 8 of Tour de Fleece. I took some pictures for Instagram, but other than that, it's been quiet from me, which is fine. You know, we all have things going on in our life that prevent us from vlogging. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that has that problem, but you know, whatever. So I spent the last week spinning, but also preparing for this vending event. But now it's over, and I can like breathe a sigh of relief because peopling is hard. You know, interacting with others and talking about your hobbies is not hard, but can be draining, at least for me. So it's day 8. I'm here, and I want to show you all the things I've been working on the past week of Tour de Fleece that I was not actively vlogging. So my first big project that I've been working on is finishing this lovely spin. This is a Corriedale fleece that I had milled and into roving and finally finished spinning. I've been working on this for months. I don't know if we can quite say years because I got it milled like a year ago, but I've been spinning on it over the course of several years because it's been a year, so it was 2024 and then 2025 because there was 2 freaking pounds of it, and that took forever to work through long draw, spinning long draw and just being, you know, white fiber, which is not quite boring, but monotonous, we shall say. So it's done. This is not the bobbin that I finished because that's upstairs, but it looks identical to this. So voila, spun during Tour de Fleece, amazing, magical. But in actuality, this was spun previously, and it just looks exactly the same. So why would I go get the identical bobbin to show you when this looks just like it? So I spun this, and then I also spun these 2 bad boys, which are 2 of 3 plies of a blend that is Corriedale, Polwarth, Faux, Cashmere, and bamboo. And that was dyed by Classy Squid Fiber Company a while ago. It's been sitting in my stash for a while, but yeah, it's done. I had also previously spun these singles. This is the 3rd ply, and this is the other skein that I'm making. I'm doing a 3-ply 2 ways, which if you are unfamiliar with that technique, you should go look at that tag on Instagram because it's super cool. What you do is you do a 3-ply, a traditional 3-ply with like these 3 bobbins, and then you do a chain ply with the other half of the fiber, and that means that you have 2 identical yarns prepped and spun in a slightly different way or plied in a different way, so that you have like color pooling with the chain ply, and then you have like cool striping with the 3-ply. So my plan is to make a pair of striped socks with all of this fibery goodness, and once I'm done plying, obviously. and then have cool stripy 2-ply, 3-ply 2 ways socks, which is what this is going to be. I have also been spinning this chungus, this absolutely massive quantity of milled roving, also done for me by Alchemy Fiber Mill. This is a Corriedale Cross Fleece, which is as close to black as I have ever seen a sheep's fleece. If I'm remembering correctly, they actually sheared off the tips of the fiber and then went back and actually like sheared the sheep. Maybe it was coated, but it didn't quite look coated to me when I looked at the fleece before it was milled. So that's pretty cool. It's like black, black, black. There's not really brown in here. It's just black, which is super cool. So what I've been doing is I've been spinning this up, insert some lovely pictures of said spinning here. And I plied a sample. One sec. So I plied it with 2 plies of the white Corriedale and 1 ply of the black Corriedale Cross. And I've talked about the white Corriedale on my Rapunzel Rambles podcast episodes, and how I'm gonna have my friend Lauren over at Valkyrie Fibers dye it for me. And after I finished spinning it, I had this brain blast moment where I was like, oh, I could do 2 plies of white and 1 ply of black and have a super cool barber pulled yarn that's over dyed. And that would be really cool. So I shared that idea with her, and she was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So that's what's happening. This was all spun prior to Tour de Fleece, but plied during Tour de Fleece. My goal was to finish spinning the white and ply it, and now I have a different goal of spinning the black and plying that with the white, which I think is going to work up super cool. Obviously, it is working up super cool, but once it's over dyed, it's going to be even cooler. So I'm super excited about this. It has been a while of spinning on this white, but I think it's going to be worth it to include the black ply in with the white and then have it over dyed. I think that's going to be so cool and just gorgeous. So I couldn't resist. So I think that's everything I've been up to this Tour de Fleece so far. I spun a whole bobbin of the white Corriedale, which is behind me somewhere. I plied this. I spun the 2 singles for the traditional 3-ply of this, which I'm not sure if I said the name of the colorway. It's called Wibbly-Wobbly, which is a Doctor Who reference, which delights me. I don't watch Doctor Who now, but I did in high school, and it brought me a lot of joy. So I'm happy to have some David Tennant Doctor Who nonsense in my spinning stash / yarn stash. I think that's lovely. And then I've been spinning the black. Insert pictures because it's currently on my wheel and I don't want to hold up my whole e-spinner or take it off the e-spinner to show you because that doesn't make sense to me. And that's what I've done so far this Tour de Fleece, right? And then obviously prepare for the show, which, do you want to see how much stuff I brought? I brought a lot of stuff. So this is all the product that I brought to the craft show. Obviously, I did not sell everything. I didn't sell, tons and tons, but this bin right here was more full than it is now. I added some stuff to it that wasn't originally in it when I actually left for the show. And I'm really happy about that. I sold a bunch of skeins and I sold some fiber, and it was exhausting, but I'm really glad I did. Yeah, that's what I brought to the show. So yeah, that's everything I brought to the show. It's over here behind me in the corner, but I had a really good time. It was exhausting, partially because I got up at 4:30 in the morning because I had to walk the dog. We had already packed the car, but like walk the dog, get myself ready, and then leave to hopefully be there by 6. We ended up getting there at like 6:15, 6:30 to set up, but it opened at 8, so that gave us plenty of time to take care of setting up and making sure the booth looked nice, or the table, because it was pretty small. And yeah, it went really well, like way better than I had anticipated. So that's pretty awesome. I'm very proud of that. I'm proud that my yarn was beloved by many, I guess. That was really cool to have people be like, oh, this is gorgeous. I have to take this home with me. Here's money for your goods. Take it. And I was like, oh, okay, sure, I'll take it. So that was super fun. But again, I had been exhausted and drained in the week leading up, which was the first week of Tour de Fleece, which is what this video is all about my shenanigans in the last week preparing for Tour de Fleece, or doing Tour de Fleece, not preparing. And now at this point, I'm going to try to pick up vlogging for Tour de Fleece, or at least doing like regularly scheduled updates, maybe once a week. I'm going to try to vlog and then update once a week, like put out a video once a week, but we'll see how that goes, because I recorded a video over a week ago and it's edited and exported, but I have not put it up on YouTube, so hopefully you'll see that before this comes out. Hopefully I can crank that out this weekend and this, but depression brain is hard to live with and might prevent me from doing that, so we shall see. Regardless, I'm really proud of how much I've done so far this Tour de Fleece, including the craft show. Hi. Oh my goodness, you have your toy. Do you guys want to see? So I just dropped my phone, but this cutie has his wubba, which he is systematically destroying, as you can see by the ends of the tails. And he loves it. He loves it so much. He just wants to destroy and play forever. Look at him. If you have not met this dog yet, this is Howdy. He is a 15-ish month old cattle dog mix that we adopted back in January, and he is a absolute buffoon, but also insane. So, yeah, that's my boy. He's great. So yeah, that's my Tour de Fleece progress as of week 1, and my plans for the rest of the tour are to finish spinning the black, ply a absolute buttload of the Corriedale, both the white and the black, ply those together, and hopefully by the end of the month be able to send them off to my friend Lauren, which she can then dye at her leisure. I haven't picked colors yet. I don't know if I'm just going to be like, go for it, or if I'm going to give her a color family or what, but I hope she does speckles. I really do, because she does some fabulous speckled yarns that I think would look really good with the 1 ply of black and 2 plies of white, so fingers crossed that happens. Yeah. I'm sleep deprived, so forgive me for any weirdness / out of breathness, but I'm really happy. I'm really excited about today. I'm really excited about the last week, and I'm really excited for the next 2 weeks of Tour de Fleece, which I will be sharing with you. So if you liked the chaos energy of this video, feel free to hit me a like, throw me a comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more of my Tour de Fleece shenanigans. And that is all for now. Bye, friends.